Alrighty guys, welcome back to yet another Whitetail Weekly. Nathan and I are up here in the man cave today. He's got a package here from Whitetail Apparel, and we've been wanting to open this for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and we just haven't. It's been sitting on the desk, and we've been busy doing other things. We're teaching Nathan how to edit. We got him a computer set up over here. We've got my computer set up over here. So we've just been so busy knocking out videos for people. We haven't had time to open it, but we wanted to open this for a little opener for a Whitetail Weekly. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Open it.
Finally? All right.
Yep.
Oh, let's see here. That's cool. I don't know if I ordered that. They just send you these. Send you some stickers, like window stickers. Another window sticker.
Awesome.
Let's see, I can't remember what I ordered. It's been so long. Let's see, I got one shirt. I think I got 2 shirts.
Randy likes it too.
Alright, yeah, I got 2 shirts here.
Sweet. Nice.
Nice, like that. I got this one.
Cool.
Sweet. I like those.
Alright.
And then I got a hat. I think it's similar to your hat, but I think it's got a different color. A little black and gray. I like that.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, my head's too small. I got a tiny head.
If you guys haven't seen Whitetail Apparel, go check them out. They make some really cool stuff. Just if you're a whitetail hunter and you love to, hunt whitetails and everything whitetails, they're just a brand that represents you. So go check them out. Be some cool stuff. It's a nice hat. Nice shirts. Yeah, you look great. Wonderful. Alright guys, welcome back here. Nathan just opened up his Whitetail Apparel stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, check those guys out if you haven't already. They make some really awesome stuff. If you haven't seen the new Big and J t-shirts, these are pretty cool too. If you're a deer eater, got the Big and J logo on them. Grunt Styles putting these together, and they got all your cuts of meat on the back, if you can see that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But anyway, so what we're going to do this week is kind of just explain to you guys what's going on. What we're going to do, deer season opens here on Saturday, the 1st of September in Nebraska. I got to wait till the 17th in Kansas. Nathan and I have a couple really big deer. One we've shared with you and one we have not shared with you. We're keeping this deer very, very quiet.
Yeah.
He's on a small piece of land that we got permission to hunt. We just, until we kill him, we don't want anybody to know about him. So we're being a little bit secret about that, but we do have a bunch of pictures of him. And I think we've got a decent opportunity to kill him early if we can get a little bit of a cold front. Yep. Seems like he likes to move in daylight when we get like 70-degree weather. So it's possible. Not going to show you any Spartan Trail camera pictures yet of him, just because of the area that he's at, but let's just say he's a really, really, really big deer.
He's a dandy.
So, I don't know if you guys have seen, we did post a picture of a real wide deer. Right there he is. You can probably see that on this camera back here. Real wide deer that we call Texas. He's on this same piece of property. We're really excited about him. He's just crazy wide. So this week, what we're going to just kind of talk to you about, we're actually going to do 2 videos this week, and that's going to be the last videos of the Whitetail Weeklies, and then our weekly videos will then turn into hunts. Since September 1st, this Saturday, is opening day here in Nebraska, we're going to be in the woods, we're going to be hunting. So instead of doing these Whitetail Weeklies about products and different things like that, we're going to be in the woods hunting. We're going to be talking strategy, how we're going after these deer, what deer we're going after, and show you guys what we see out there when we're in the field. So Texas and this other deer that we're not naming are definitely our 2 number 1s in Nebraska. There is actually a couple other really good bucks that we've saved here also on this farm. Here's a good daylight picture of Texas right here. He's just got crazy beams, super wide, super old, just an awesome deer that we are really excited about. But there's one more that we're even more excited about. Like I said, we're not going to talk about him right now. And then there's this buck as well. And we actually just got Spartan pictures last night of this deer on our phones, on the phone app. Let's see if I can find those. Get a better picture here. I don't know if you can see that there. Hopefully this is locking on our face. Maybe I'll do it on this one. But he definitely went hard horned on us. He's got velvet hanging off right here. Just a really cool deer. Just good old mature buck.
Yep.
So anyway, we've got some decent prospects for Nebraska, which I said open Saturday, and we are definitely excited about it. It's also the first Nebraska football game.
Yeah.
If any of you guys are Nebraska fans, we're hoping old Coach Frost can get the old Big Red back into winning style instead of what we have been the last few years. Been a little rough. Been a little embarrassing.
It's been rough.
But anyway, hopefully we'll be a little better this year. But Kansas, we've talked about some of the deer in Kansas just a little bit. I'll bring some of those deer up. I will talk about those deer because they are actually on properties that we own. The number one deer that I'm going to be going after in Kansas this year is a deer that we have called Epic. The reason why we call him Epic is because Jeremy from Big and J, I sent him a picture of him because he's going to come down here and hunt with me as well. And he said, man, that deer is so epic. And I'm like, bingo, you know, there's his name. We're going to call him Epic. Here's a couple pictures of him when he first started growing. Got a Big and J cube here. Wasn't sure what he was going to turn into, but obviously we knew he was going to be special. And then now he is just an absolute ridiculously big deer. I really need to organize all my trail camera pictures. I'm bad at that.
It's probably hard for as many shooter deer you got this year. Probably hard to organize it.
Yeah, we've got, this year is definitely amazing. We've got some really good deer this year. Here's some nighttime pictures of him. As you can tell here, I'll put these up on the screen too, but he is just huge. And what's crazy is, I did not realize it, but I actually found this deer's shed 3 years ago, and he was big then. Guessing, I don't really have that much history other than that shed. I'm guessing he was probably a 4-year-old then. So that was 3 years ago. So you do the math on that. This deer is really old. I didn't put 2 and 2 together on that until just recently, but I don't have a shed here with me. I got a shed down at my office, but it scored, what did I tell you, 74 inches, I think. I scored it at 74 inches the other day, and that was 3 years ago. He's real similar now, maybe just a little bit more mass. But he's going to be a stud regardless. Yeah. He's an awesome deer. So that deer, we've got that deer for sure. Then we have, on the same farm, this big old 7-pointer we're going to be going after. Not that deer. That's the old 7-pointer there. And then we have this really old 8-pointer. This deer's been on this farm for ages. He has got just an absolute monster of a body. My cousin Jeff, there's Epic again. My cousin Jeff that's coming to hunt really likes this deer. He might shoot him. So we're going to go into the farm that has the most deer on it this year. We call it the Lake Farm. It's close to a lake here that we have. This farm is loaded this year with big deer.
It's ridiculous.
We've got a big 9-pointer that we've got in here. We've got this really wide 10-pointer on this farm. I'm just going to go through these. We got this. This is a 3-year-old deer I'm really excited about. He's got split G2s. This is the wide deer that we're going to be hunting this year. Some young bucks I'm just saving for future reference. Then we've got this tall narrow 10 there. Now this is what that 10's turned into, tall tight 10, and I'll be right back. I've actually got his sheds laid over here. So this is that tall tight 10 last year. He sat about like this. This is his 3-year-old sheds. Whitney found one side and I found the other. Nathan was actually with us that day. He's got great tine length, really good brows. He had a really cool point right here last year. We don't have it this year, but just tall and narrow. He's 140, I can't remember what, 140 something here. So he's got to be for sure in the 50s this year. Really excited to hunt that deer. And we got this really old, weird, spindly framed 8-pointer that needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we've got this Mega 8. Jeremy kind of likes this deer a little. Every time I send pictures of him, he likes him a lot. So this deer is definitely one of the #1 on the list. He's just a big, old, mature 8 that we've got several pictures of. He's been showing up a lot. So long story short, guys, this isn't even all of them. We have got a ton of bucks to hunt this year, more than we have had in years. In 2012 here, we had EHD really bad, and it hurt a lot of our Kansas farms a lot. And we've still had good deer there. I mean, we've obviously killed some really good bucks in the last few years, but the number of big deer has been down quite a while. And you know what we're seeing in the last couple of years is, you know, those deer that were fawns in 2012, 2013 when EHD, those deer that survived, those buck fawns, are now mature deer. Mm-hmm. And there's just a ton of them around, and it could be just an awesome year. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but it could be a fun year. Nathan's got some really good ground he's hunting this year. He killed a really nice deer last year on that ground. We really haven't even put any trail cameras up there because it's not really a summering spot.
They don't like to use that during the summer. It's more of a rut in winter. Yep,
more of a rut and winter area. So, you know, closer to the rut, there's always really good deer on that place. There'll be a lot of deer running through there. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of keep you guys updated this week. We're going to do a video here. We kind of showed you some of the bucks that we're going to be going after. Wanted to explain to you that, you know, what we're doing with the Whitetail Weeklies. We'll have one, this will probably come out tomorrow, and then we'll have another one out maybe Friday, and we're going to talk about gear, some of the stuff that we're using this year, just out in the field, maybe the bows, the broadheads we're using, stuff like that. And I don't know, Nathan has any insight on some things. We're going to talk about that. I don't know. We're just going to talk about all sorts of different stuff here, kind of give it one last hurrah before we start having real episodes out.
Hopefully put some deer down.
And hopefully maybe we'll get a deer down early. I don't know. I've never had great luck early season. We have so much corn in our area, and the deer here literally live in our cornfields. Yep. It's just really hard to hunt them early season. We might get lucky, you never know. But when that corn starts getting out, that's when things start getting really, really good, and we can hopefully get on them. But we're going to give it our all here early season. We got some really big ones to hunt here early, and hopefully we can get some really good deer on the ground for you guys. Yeah. So we'll see. Oh, yeah. But we're really excited about some of these deer we're going to be hunting this year, and we will see you back here on Friday. And then next week we'll have an actual episode of us in a tree stand hunting. So good luck to you guys this year, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.